I think personally, thinking I had something to prove fuels me, and it fueled me over these last year and a half since my injury.
All right, man. Big congratulations to the Lakers for winning this 2020 NBA title. The NBA is best when LeBron is on top, the Lakers are on top, all the historic teams are great. Like, this is when the NBA is best. This is the best product for basketball to me. Now that this long, drug-out 12-year season is finally over, I can make this video. I'm going to be talking about everything this 2020 playoffs pretty much exposed. But before we get into all that, I have to give a massive shout out to my good friends over at Manscaped. Yes, they did it again. The thing I love about LeBron and Manscaped, they're always finding some way to improve their product, even when it was already great. A few months ago, I talked to you guys about their Performance Package 3.0, which to me was already pretty great, especially for the price, but now they've added even more to it. Their newest package, it basically includes everything from before. So yes, you still get the water resistant lawnmower 3.0 with the LED light that I know y'all love. You get the travel bag, the boxers, the ball, you get all that, and you get their brand new weed whacker. Now the weed whacker, this is for people that grows hair in, those weird spots like your ears, your nose. Not me personally, but I don't judge. If this is you, bro, don't be ashamed, bro. Just listen up. This product includes a 9,000 RPM motor with a 360-degree rotary blade system to safely whack those weeds. Also, when are you more likely going to use some of these type of products? In the shower, just like the Lawnmower 3.0, it's water resistant. If you are interested, and really this can't miss deal, use my new code SWISH and get 20% off of your first purchase. Big shout out to my guys over at Manscaped for making this thing possible. Now let's get into these playoffs. In this crazy ass world, it's only three things that are certain in life: death, taxes, and the Orlando Magic Game 1. Last year when they played Toronto, I don't know why. I said they were going to get swept and they were going to get destroyed. They won Game 1. This year, when I made my prediction video, I said Milwaukee is going to destroy Orlando. I couldn't even see them winning one game. Game 1, they dominated. They can beat the Globetrotters. They can beat the 1992 Dreams. You don't bet against that team. They taught us, don't bet against Orlando Game 1. When OKC got Chris Paul, everybody laughed at him, bro. Even me. Everybody laughed at him. Nobody wants Chris Paul. He's on the worst contract of all time. Nobody wants him. He's on suicide watch because he's in OKC. Like, everybody made fun of Chris Paul. In the regular season, he had one of the greatest regular seasons of his career to me. In the postseason, no, he didn't win, but he showed you he is still a star in this league. He's still a top 5 point guard easily in this NBA. My favorite sports personality in America, bro, like the only person I really watch, Colin Cowherd. He always says this: if you want to judge someone's value, look at the place they left and look at the place they came to. And this completely applies to Chris Paul. Look at Houston once he left. Mike D'Antoni fired. Clint Capella, one of the better bigs in the NBA, traded. And look at what they got back. Robert Covington, and that just imploded. That didn't work. Russell Westbrook is basically like, none of that worked out. Austin Rivers even said, bro, I had a point in the playoffs where I was guarding Anthony Davis, and I was like, bro, what the hell am I doing?
I'm hacking the shit out these dudes.
I was watching it.
Bro, I was like, man, what are we doing, bro? I should not be down here in this paint.
That shit was a struggle. You
Bro,
got
I'm boxing out, but we switch everything because we small. So I'm like out here trying to. I'm 6'4", 215, man. These dudes is 6'10", 6'11", 7 feet, 260, 270, bro. Like,
for all of us that kind of laughed and clowned Chris Paul, he got the last laugh, and that's just a fact. And as far as Houston goes, and I hate to say this, bro, because I really love Russ. To this point in his career, he is not a winning player. He's not. I used to hear everybody talk about, look at players once they leave Russ, look at how much better they get, and I didn't really buy into it. But this year, it's just right in your face. Look at OKC once he left. They're way better. They're a better team Look at Houston once he went there. They had a way better shot at winning a championship with Chris Paul. In 2018, Chris Paul don't get hurt, they're probably champions. Like, I hate to buy into it, but it's just the facts. It's in our face. James Harden as well. Like, a few weeks ago, I was hard on him, but it is what it is. Houston, in his 7-8 years there, they've done everything, bro. Everything. They gave him the coach he wanted. Kevin McHale, that didn't work out, so he got Mike D'Antoni. Still not working out. They gave him a big, Dwight Howard. Didn't work out. They transferred it and gave him basically his own team surrounded by a plethora of low-maintenance shooters. That didn't work. They gave him Chris Paul. That could have worked, but ultimately, for whatever reason, it didn't. They gave him his best friend in the NBA, Russell Westbrook. That didn't work. What else can you do for one player that's just a complete system? Toronto Raptors fans, bro, like, I have no beef with the Raptors. I don't. I've been pinned as this Raptors hater for no reason. At the beginning of the season, I said you guys are not going to be better without Kawhi. You're not going to be the same without Kawhi. Then y'all had a good record, had some good runs against, the Eastern teams and stuff like that. Oh, bro, look at you, bro. You look stupid. Look at us now. We had a better record last year without Kawhi and all this stuff. And I said, bro, eventually it's going to catch up having no Kawhi. You don't lose Kawhi Leonard and get better. Look at the Spurs. What ultimately happened? Y'all needed Kawhi. Yes, Pascal Siakam is a pretty good player. He's an all-star in the East. What happened once he didn't have Kawhi in the playoffs and all the attention was on him? Dude shrunk. He needed a Kawhi. The Boston Celtics, to me, they're in like a weird position because we look at them and we know they're talented, they're loaded as hell, they supposedly have this great coach and all this, but something, it just always seemed like something is missing. Like Kemba Walker, I always said, Michael Jordan, thank God you didn't give that man a Supermax contract because he's nowhere near a Supermax player. Gordon Hayward, that contract y'all gave him a few years ago, bro, that just fell flat on his face. And it's not even his fault. Last year, he wasn't the same because he was recovering from injury. The first year, he got injured. This year, he got injured in the playoffs. Like, for whatever reason, God just can't quite put it together. And that's a problem because next year, the East is going to be even more loaded. So, I don't know, but it's something off with that team right now. The 76ers, kind of the same thing. Like, for whatever reason, that process is just not working, bro. Like, it's just failing. First of all, y'all missed out on Jason Tatum. I understand that because Markelle Fultz was great at, Washington. I understand that. Then y'all missed out on paying JJ Redick for whatever reason that I don't understand. Like, he was the only one that gave y'all floor spacing and y'all don't pay him. That I didn't understand that. But y'all paid Tobias Harris and offered these massive contracts. I don't get that. Then y'all signed Doc Rivers. I ain't saying it's a terrible move because Doc Rivers has some hardware. He's a big name and all that, but he just lost a 3-1 lead. I don't think you should be bringing him in to a team that's trying to recover from this losing mindset, and he's fresh off a losing thing. Like, it's something a little off with that with Elton Brand. They just got to fix it, man. I don't know what they can do. The Milwaukee Bucks, no matter how good they've been in the regular season these last 2 years, they have to make some moves because Giannis on that specific team that they have right now, he's never going to get out the East with that team. Never. Like, Eric Bledsoe isn't good enough. Chris Middleton can't be your lone second star because he's barely even a star. You need better pieces. The Eric Bledsoe thing is a massive disaster. Y'all probably should have signed Malcolm Brogdon. Y'all going to have to make some moves or else Giannis is going to be forced to leave if he wants to win. The LA Clippers, I'm not going to overreact. I'm not one of these people that's saying blow the whole thing up. Oh, trade Paul George, get rid of Kawhi. People are saying that, and to me, they're crazy. Like, you don't, with that mindset, Miami should have blew up the 2011 Heat when they lost to Dallas. You don't do that, bro. If you invested that much, you stick by it at least a few years, bro. That don't make no sense. But they weren't as great as we thought they were. Kawhi is not LeBron. Even me, I was saying Kawhi might be better than LeBron. Bro, he's not. He's not. So let's just stop that. But I'm not one of these people that's going to overreact and say blow it up. That makes no sense to me. The Miami Heat, Jimmy Butler proved everybody wrong. Like, everybody that doubted him, everybody that critiqued him and said he went to Miami so he can have his own team and for the weather and all that stuff, he proved all y'all wrong. He went there, he worked hard. He didn't even get a haircut in the bubble, bro. Like, I know that seems little, but that shows you how focused this man was. This man proved everybody wrong. He's won in some type of way in every place he's been. He changed the culture. Let's stop the whole Jimmy Butler talk. To me, no, he doesn't have the most sexy game and all that stuff, but he's a top 10 player in the NBA. If I want somebody on my team, bro, he's top 10. Like, he's top 10. So he proved everybody wrong, and he's going to be one of the greatest Miami Heat signings of all time. And for the Lakers, they proved everybody wrong too. LeBron was supposed to go to the Lakers for a vacation to compete with Michael B. Jordan instead of Michael Jordan. All this stuff. He proved everybody wrong. He can't win in the West. And no, the West wasn't the greatest. Let's be honest. It wasn't the greatest, but he won in the West. And he had a dominant record in the West. No, Anthony Davis, he's not tough enough. He's not mentally tough enough. He's not that guy. Anthony Davis played great for the majority of the playoffs. Every single doubt they had, Rob Pelinka, can he put a team together? Dwight Howard, is he serious enough? All this stuff, they proved everybody wrong. I'm not even going to waste time on that because they're the champions and they did the damn thing. If you guys like this video, I tried to touch on every team that kind of had these question marks and the storylines and all that stuff. I couldn't touch on every single team because not every team has storylines. So if you guys like this video, follow my social media sites. I still have a lot of videos coming for y'all, even with the off-season stuff and all that stuff. So make sure you guys keep the notifications on and all that great stuff. Do that great stuff, guys. Until next time, as always, stay tuned.